Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope you all are having a great day. It's Chaplain John here, and just wanted to share some with you, man. I had a great worship this morning and thought that, maybe somebody might be blessed by this. When I grew up in rural Georgia, and we used to have a ball out there, man, in the country. Sports, obviously, but go-karts and dirt bikes and all kind of great things, man. Fishing and camping and swimming. We just had a really good time spending a lot of time in nature. But while we're out there, we started to learn and you get an appreciation for conservation. And one thing that, if you're from the country, you're going to have to learn a lot about conservation because often the land and the animals around you, that's your livelihood. And so if you're a farmer, you've got to protect your crops. Or if you're a farmer, you've got to protect the animals that you raise. And that kind of gets you into hunting. I know that in Georgia, where I'm from, and even down here in Florida, there are two nuisance species. One is invasive rather. One is not so invasive, but it's still a nuisance. Are the coyote and the wild boar. Those are both troublesome species. They cause hundreds of millions of dollars a year in damage to local economies, to farmers, not to mention a danger to small children and pets. And as I learned more about these animals, and as I became more and more convicted on the idea of wanting to help with the control of these animals, I started to get more into hunting and understanding about hunting. So my first gun was actually this Ruger American hunting rifle, chambered in a .308 round. The .308 is a great round. It's very accurate. It's very powerful, but it's also very affordable, very inexpensive. This is a great hunting rifle. It's very powerful, very accurate. You see the super long scope. So it's a great hunting rifle. It works by using a bolt to chamber the round once you're ready to load the rifle and you've locked it into place. You then pull the trigger. Your shot is fired. Simple as that, right? Great round for hunting. But as I got more and more familiar with hunting boar and hunting coyote, I began to realize, honestly, for me, that's not the best round or the best rifle when hunting boar and coyote. You see, boar and coyote are not very big, and they're pretty fast. They move around a lot. They don't stand still a whole lot. So you've got to be very, very careful to hit your target right where you want to, right when you want to, because if you don't, you're going to lose your target, right? So I began to notice I've got to find another rifle because the Ruger American isn't working for me hunting these animals. Now, if I'm hunting deer, it's the perfect rifle. So now the question is, if the bolt action isn't the greatest rifle for hunting boar and coyote, what is? Well, I then picked up an AR style .308 chambered hunting rifle. Now this worked a lot better. Number one, there's no bolt. It works on a different system. It's a gas system, so it automatically feeds the next round into the chamber instead of using a bolt to do it. Also, where the bolt action rifle has only a 5-round capacity, the AR style has up to a 20-round capacity. So that's much, much better when you either have a fast-moving target or sometimes you have multiple targets. There's times when there's a pack of 7 or 8 coyote right there, and if I can pick off 3 or 4 of them, man, that'll be awesome. And it's not that the Ruger American hunting rifle is a bad rifle. It's a great rifle, one of the best, in fact. And it's not that the AR style is an especially great rifle. What it is just that you have to match your tool to the need. Once you have the right tool for whatever your need is, you're going to get a much better result. So often we spend so much time frustrated because we're not fitting in our lives. We're at work unhappy, our social relationships are unhappy, we're so unhappy with so many things, not realizing we don't fit. Why don't we fit? Because we're supposed to be committed to a life of service. We were created in the image of God to serve God, right? In Matthew chapter 20, verse 28, it says, even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to live or give his life a ransom for many. We were created in the image of God to serve. That's it. So if you really, truly want to experience joy, and if you really want to feel like you're starting to fit in, dedicate yourself to service. Dedicate your life to giving, to helping, and to leading others. And then I promise you, you'll wake up every day with a renewed sense of joy and a renewed sense of strength that'll carry you through those trying times. Anyways, hope you all have a great day. Hope you're blessed. And I look forward to seeing you on Sabbath. Bye-bye now.